Hello, this is Iolani Halusky, St. Johns County naturalist. I am out on a walk in the Nocatee area, and I'm panning through and come across a friend of mine. She will introduce herself and talk about a certain plant. Hello, how you doing?
Hi, Iolani. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What you got for us today?
Well, right here we have a Salix caroliniana. This is a Carolina willow. And as the horticulture agent for UF IFAS Extension, St. Johns County, I love exploring plants when I'm out on a hike. So this Carolina willow is actually one of my favorite plants, and it seems to love me too, because it's all on my
That's
face.
awesome. And now, yeah, it's interesting because we're right in the middle of where there's some housing.
Yes, so this willow likes to grow in moist environments. So we have a moist forest around us. There are some wetlands as well, and I find this plant growing on the edges in these areas. And one of the distinguishing characteristics, if you come across this plant, it has very long leaves, lanceolate. If you were to look very closely, you would see that it has very finely serrated edges. And also on some of the newer growth, you will find these round winged-like leaves. They're baby round, almost mouse ear-like leaves growing. So that's one way to identify the Carolina willow, which happens to grow in almost every county in Florida. The willow has many uses. Traditionally, it's been used for its salicylic acid, which is a component in aspirin. It's also a host plant for the viceroy butterfly, so it's a great wildlife resource.
That's awesome. So you can take the bark and actually make a tea out of it for pain.
Yes, you can.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, and let's take a look at the bark.
I think the natives did that a lot with this plant.
I think you are right. So it has a smooth greenish gray bark on the skinnier growth. And then if you look back in here for the slightly older growth, you can see it has this reddish hint to it. So this willow tends to only grow maybe 20 to 30 foot tall. It's more of a shrub-like willow.
So some of the things I heard about this plant is it, when hogs come by and disturb the ground, or when things been roughed up in an area, it'll actually come and reestablish the ground so other things can succeed it. And so this plant will fly to its location, reestablish the land, and then it starts to fade away as other plants start to grow in its place.
That is a very good point. So that being said, this plant is incredibly easy to propagate. So if you would like a Carolina willow or another kind of willow that you see growing naturally, there's no need to dig it up from the wild. You can simply take a cutting, which is you would take this plant, cut it right below a node, and you would cut that off at a 45-degree angle. And you can stick that right inside some moist soil, keep it moist, and it will grow roots all on its own.
That's awesome.
It is.
Somebody told me you can take that same cutting, and as it starts to grow roots, put in another plant that doesn't like to grow roots in water, and it will help it grow roots.
You know, I have heard that as well, because it has natural rooting hormones in it.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming out and meeting me on the trail. How about that?
You're very welcome anytime. This was fun.
How about we go check out some more plants?
Great idea.
All right, let's do it.
All right, I'll see you later.